Boom. And just do a quick mic check. Anyone could confirm that my mic is working? That'd be great. There we go. All right. Awesome. Sorry about the delay. Some issues. So, just going to do a quick announcement of the next guest, which is going to be Drizzit. I think that's how you say it. DRIZZT in 2 days, Monday. Would that be the 14th at 7? So, yeah, extra podcast going on. It was the only time that he could do it was on a Monday, so we made this work. So, anyways, today's guest is BadAce. Just a little bit of background. What I know about BadAce is actually not too much, but very legendary player. Part of the tLTV series, as everybody knows. Also made a, I don't know if it's the last video you made, BadAce, but you had a THPS HD video. It's like one of the only ones that didn't suck. You did a doubles with, I think it was Fate on that. Actually, that game just drove me nuts. I played it once and I couldn't do it. But yeah, very, very inspirational player. One of the best iconic players back in the day, all the way basically till you were done. So I appreciate you doing this and finding the time to do the podcast.
Yep. No problem. Was that actually my last video? Probably was.
I just saw. I didn't even know about it. Actually, Alec told me. It's like BadAce has this video in THPS HD, and what was it called? And it was like tLTV 5. You guys named it something really weird. It's like
Fate's idea.
Hey, it worked. It worked. So, yeah, I just always start with general questions, and then we'll kind of work more into background specific to you. So let's do this. Hey, hopefully you remember. I don't know. It's been a long time for you. So hopefully you can remember most of this stuff. Did you do any prepping? You said that you were too lazy.
I wanted to actually, because I do stuff like this on my own stream, but
Nice.
I've been busy, so I didn't prep anything. So we'll just,
okay.
It should be fine.
Yeah, we'll just wing it all. It'll work. All right, we'll just start with the most usual ones here. When did you first start playing THPS? Which game?
I don't remember the year, but it was definitely one on N64. I actually played it at a friend's house. I just thought it was really fun, so eventually I got it myself on PS1. Ironically, not 64 for myself.
Okay, so Nintendo 64. You're like, almost everyone I talked to played N64 version. Kind of crazy.
I didn't know it was a thing at all. I just, yeah, a friend had it, and that friend loved the game. I was like, all right, I'll play it with you. I was like, oh shit, this game's good.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so let's see. First THPS you played online, and was it with dial-up or broadband?
It was 4, and it was definitely with dial-up.
Dial-up. Oh, okay. And oh my gosh,
that sucked.
Yeah,
I think you could only host like 3-person rooms with that, and spectator was extremely loud.
Yeah, spectator was terrible. Did you ever play King of the Hill on dial-up?
No, but I did play it a little bit when I got broadband eventually.
Yeah. That'd be one of the questions we'll have to dive into later on, but
imagine playing King of the Hill or Capture the Flag with dial-up. That's just not even fair.
I used to do it all the time. It was awesome.
You're an asshole.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it kind of sucked for everyone in the room, but you know, I was a cool person.
I'm the best COD player alive. Check this freaking dial-up connect.
Yeah, it was, but I'll tell you what, when I got broadband finally, I was really good. Because dial-up, unless you were like 4 feet in front of them at like a specific time, you weren't getting that crown at all. So when I finally got broadband, I was like, yes, it was really good. I could actually be within a few inches of them and get the crown. I didn't have to like premeditate how far they were going to be.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh man, that was so laggy.
Yeah. How long into, like, when did you get broadband? What game was it that you got broadband on?
I want to say it might have been towards the end of Underground 1 or the start of Underground 2.
Oh, okay, so it was a little while in, sure. And when you said you played Tony Hawk 4 online, was it in the beginning or towards the end of its shelf life? So I can't remember exactly the dates
the
on
beginning.
Yeah, because you had some really good transfers in tLTV, even the first one. So I think it probably was more towards.
Yeah, I think it was towards the beginning, but like back then I was horrible, right? I'm sure everyone was when they first started playing.
Right.
I
Yeah.
kind of like I actually still remember I saw people get high scores, right? So I was like, wow, how do these people do that? And I went online with a Game Shark code once, and I got a high score. I was like, I kind of want to do this without a Game Shark. So then I started playing the game a lot from that point. It was, I don't know, it was really.
Did you think anybody was legit at first when you saw these high scores? Were you one of those? I was like, this guy's not legit.
Not really. Honestly, I was so young. I was probably like 10 or 9 or something back then. So I just thought everyone was amazing.
Yeah.
If someone was cheating, I wouldn't have known any better, and I would have just thought they were like the best player.
Fair. All right. Favorite Tony Hawk game and why?
Underground 1, because it was Underground 1 or 4. No, yeah, I'll say Underground. I just like the levels a lot, and again, since back then I was like still not like super good like that or whatever, I really liked that story mode. Single player was fun to go through. Fuck Eric Sparrow, all that.
Yeah. Is that part of the? That was part of the career mode. That sounds
Yep.
familiar. Yeah. Yeah. Played the career mode. Crap.
Besides that, though, it was like the right middle ground of being kind of like really arcadey, but not too far. I think when American Wasteland came out, I liked that game a lot, but that's where it was starting to get a little too much. The control scheme wasn't even good. Too many things were overlapping.
Yeah, you do too much shit accidentally.
Yeah.
Right. Someone's saying that cutting out a little bit, and it kind of sounds like you are, but I don't think it's going to be an issue. I mean, unless there's something that you know right now that could be up with your mic, I think we'll just keep going.
Does this work better? Maybe.
Let's
don't
just see.
know.
Yeah, let's just see what happens. I don't know. It's still it'll work regardless.
Oh, actually, I could move my mic closer to my mouth. That might work better.
Maybe. Yeah, we'll try it. So you don't really follow too much with the current community, or maybe even at all. But did you have favorite players back when you were playing?
Depends which era, honestly,
Right.
because like probably early on when I got more into seeing who was good or whatever, I thought people like Mike and Magic Summer and Draco and all those people were so amazing to me. So I guess those were like my favorite players at start. Those three. Uh, then like Underground 1 happened, and from Underground 1 to maybe pretty into Underground 2, I thought Gonzo was the shit.
Yeah, Gonzo was shit.
I don't know, I couldn't grasp how that person could just do these things no one was thinking of doing at all.
Right? Particularly, like the improv was crazy.
Yeah, it was the improv. Just
Yeah.
certain ways Gonzo would use the levels. I don't know, it just clicked with me, right? Because there's a lot of good players. It's not like he was the only one really good like that, but he clicked with me the most.
Yeah. How about when you were on Thaw? Where I don't know how late into Thaw's life you were playing. Were there any Thaw players that were stuck out to you?
Let's see. I think someone named Diablo was good. Was
Yeah,
that the person's name? Was
for
it
sure.
Diablo?
Yeah.
I remember that person, but I don't remember too much about Thaw. So
Yeah.
That was like the black sheep of the family, kind of.
You had some pretty cool thaw transfers too. You were a special guest, I think, in God, what was it? Was it in tHLTV? Did they have a special guest section? Someone had a special guest section. And
It was THO.
yeah, which one was it? Do you remember?
It was, I think, two. I want to say
Yeah,
two.
that's what I want to say.
Honestly, I was special guest in a few videos that I don't even remember at this point. At some, like randomly throughout the year, someone messaged me. You remember that THPS4 video you were in? And it was a video with you actually, and I was like,
I was just
"What?
about to ask about it.
I never recorded this.
Yeah, yeah, you
Like,
were
what are
you
you
recorded
talking about?"
for TH4 EVA 3. You were a special guest, and you had some sick ass sketch transfers.
Yeah, I don't remember doing that.
It was fucking awesome. You had some like weird lag issues though. You must have had some problems capping yourself or something, because if I watch all the videos you made, most of it was someone else capping you. And then when you did cap, you had some like speed issues.
So, okay, you know what the speed issues were? I was using the replay function.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so there was that, and there was also like I don't remember my computer being super fantastic back then, so captures sometimes came out a little weird. My console captures for PS2 were way better because I had a good capture card, but just like using, I don't remember what the program was back then.
Oh, Fraps or something?
Fraps was garbage.
Fraps sucks ass. Yeah. Can you imagine? We went from Fraps to just the simplest, like, non-lagging software like OBS. Just crazy.
Yeah, Fraps were so bad. OBS is nice. What was it? XSplit was nice too.
Yeah,
But
XSplit, yeah. It was like nothing else, though. I mean, yeah, you could get Fraps to run. If your computer was good, it was okay. But it was taxing on, like, the CPU, for sure. Do you have a favorite trick, like, for style?
I'm gonna say an odd one for sure. I'm gonna say the flamingo.
The flamingo. Yeah? Why is that
Yeah.
one? Just it looks cool. You're just like,
It just looked cool. No one used it.
yeah, no one. You're right. Not many people use the flamingo. It does look kind of cool. Should bring that back into this game.
If you paired it with the right trick or you spun it the right way in the right situation, it looks so good. But yeah, again, like I don't know, when it comes to style, people didn't really experiment too much, right? So
yeah, it just kind of conformed to what looked cool. And
yeah, like cookie cutter. But I mean, you could even make a 900 look good if you do it right.
Yeah, spin that bad boy the right way with the spin out. It looks badass. Not the Indy 900 though. Fuck that one. Yeah. Favorite video or videos throughout the year?
That also depends on the era.
Yeah, and maybe, and that it probably should, but yeah, break it down. Maybe like when you first started, some videos that were inspiring to you, and then just videos that were really good later on that you're maybe even a part of. Because you were a part of a lot of videos that were fucking awesome. So even if they were one of your favorites, I would totally understand.
I guess early on, again, anything like Mike No Manuals, Magic Summer, Improv, stuff like that. Draco, anything, honestly. Draco is really good at everything in the game. But
you don't talk to Draco anymore, do you?
I have no clue where he is.
Oh,
the last time I talked to him, he apparently is a male model, but
oh my God.
I don't know what he's doing now. So
all right, sidetrack. My bad.
I guess not any video in particular, but just videos those players put out. And then Underground 1, I know everyone was hyped up on Vex, but there was this one tournament where Gonzo had a crazy Hawaii run. That stuck out to me, like, badly. In fact, Gonzo's college video stuck out to me too back then.
That one with that Tool song.
Yeah, I don't remember the Tool song, but yeah, that one. You're right. Yeah. You remember.
I did. Oh, how can you remember that? That shit was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, especially for the time. So, I guess after that era, it would be like Underground 2, which my favorite videos for that era weren't Underground 2 videos at all. It was things like KSK's Manhattan, KSK's GT98. Was it Alcatraz? I think it was
Oh, yeah,
98.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Forgot about that one. Yeah. That was a crazy combo. Yeah.
Oh, actually, there was one video that was nice in the Underground 1 era that I almost forgot. Encoded's transfer video, because he was doing encoded drop downs, which no one knew about. So that was really sick. He was doing that, he was doing bonks, and I think he was doing wall plank glitches or something all on purpose. I was like, oh, damn, this guy.
Who was this?
Encoded Sin?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Encoded Sin, Encoded TLT. I think he was in Sin when he made that video.
Sounds about right. But
yeah.
Can't say for sure. Long time ago.
Yeah, that was definitely ahead of the curve for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, later on, KSK videos. I guess the Manhattan one. Actually, I could pick one KSK video. Vid 2 preview, I think the file name was called. It was a TH4 transfer video, sorta.
Yep.
And it had really sick shit. I like that one a lot.
Is that probably your favorite Tony Hawk 4 video?
At least of that era.
Yeah.
I mean, later on, I thought anything you and Breastwalks did were probably like the best that game ever got.
Did you see our doubles video?
I did.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else for favorite videos? Do you have a favorite Thaw video? I'm trying to give Thaw some love because there's a lot of Thaw players in the community still active. Man. You can imagine. It was like the last real one.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Because by that point, I started focusing just on Underground 1. That's just like what everyone was playing, so.
Fair enough.
I can't remember any Thaw videos that stuck out in particular. I like the tLTVs. And I did like the THO videos. Past that, stuff by Alec and I think Doc Clan or something were like good videos, but I don't really know newer videos too much.
Right. Oh, cool. I guess we'll move on then. Favorite level and favorite created park.
Favorite level. See, I like want to say Manhattan, but the truth is I always play San Diego and Hawaii in Underground 1.
Yeah. How about a favorite Tony Hawk 4 level?
Oh, let's do 4. Let me go look at the levels because I don't even remember all of them.
Fair.
I'm gonna Google this. THPS 4 levels. Let's see. Wait, this wiki is not useful at all. It's literally every level for every game. Oh, okay, here we go. I think Alcatraz.
Alcatraz, yeah. You had in TH3, you had that crazy ass sketch that went from the bulldozer to the top of the roof. You remember this?
Yes, because the recording looks so laggy, the clip didn't even look like it was, it looked like it was a cheating clip or something. It was so laggy, but it definitely...
but it was badass. Yeah.
I really cleared that. That was cool.
I should have just sped up that part. Like, I should have sped it up like maybe 1.5 times and it would have been perfect. It would have looked like mostly normal. I don't know. I was the worst fucking editor back then. It was terrible.
That's fine. It's not like I did a good job capturing. That was on the PC version for sure. I don't even know if the 4 servers were up anymore. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But. Yeah, actually, I don't remember what video this was in. Maybe this was in tLTV 3, but it was a fun transfer to do on an unrelated note?
Yeah.
this San Francisco transfer
The
where I
one
flew into
up
the
to
water.
the OP, yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
no way. I was surprised your sketch lasted that long. But I ended up replicating it. I was like, there's no way, you know. Of course, I was like, well, no way, and then I did it. I was like, holy shit.
You know how I thought of doing that? I was standing up on that QP for no reason, and I was looking out at the water, and I noticed some of the water wasn't moving, right?
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second, is that like actually, ground you can ride on? So then I used the only method I knew of back then to get that far is so I sketched. And I
Right.
got there, and I was like, okay, well,
Here's the thing.
we're gonna use this clip.
When I saw you sketching and you went on the roof, I still remember. It was just one of those moments that just sticks with you. I knew about the OB out there, but the only way I knew how to get there was I set cuss glitch all the way out there. I'd moon grav, and then I'd just set cuss glitch the rest of the way out there, and then I'd land on there, and I was like, yeah, I'm awesome. But when I saw you do the sketch and you were on the roof, I was like, there, no way is this gonna happen. And then you did, and I was just like, no. Yeah, that was just one of those things, just epic. Totally blew my fucking mind.
I think the spin got a perfect landing too. So it was just like, oh, okay, yeah, we're definitely using this clip.
As if it wasn't badass enough, just throw that in there. And then, the rest of the video too was crazy. I mean, you had all the KSK stuff and you, and then I think Gonzo was in these too. Yeah, it's just fucking, that whole video was just, yeah, that was crazy.
That was 3, right?
I want to say that was 3, but I honestly have no idea off the top of my head. They were all fucking crazy. My favorite is actually 3. So if it's 3, that's even more kudos.
I think that was 3. At that point, I didn't play the game anymore. Yeah? It was actually, KSK asked me, like, do you want to do a few transfers? I was like, no, I don't want to play anymore. So KSK gave me a transfer to do. One of the transfers I did was actually KSK's. Okay. They just gave me something to fill in video, and I was like, you know what? All right, let me actually do a transfer. So then the San Francisco thing came up. I was like, all right, I'm done.
That video with all the sketch transfers blew my mind. And the soundtrack was just like, damn. I was just like this little rebel-y kid in high school cranking that shit in my old Mitsubishi Clips, driving around like, this is awesome. Favorite
so y'all set cuss glitched out there?
Fuck yeah, we set cuss glitch everywhere, man.
And I feel like I went the hard way finding that out because I just looked out there and thought it looked off that the water wasn't moving.
Yeah, no, and just to do it in a transfer though, with no moon grab or anything, it's just, I don't know. Talk about that for hours, it seems. I don't know. People might not get it because they might look at it now and be like, oh, it's just a sketch transfer, but they don't realize, like, that's a sketch transfer that goes to such a secluded part of the level that not many people knew about. The only people that might have known about that area was like the hardcore glitchers that they would set cuss to every part of the level. They knew every square inch of every level. That was probably the only people that knew about it. Probably almost nobody else would know about it.
I didn't know about it until literally the transfer landed. And I was like, oh shit, it's rideable. Because I half thought I might just bounce back or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like a bounce back. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was just riding on it. I was like, oh shit, that was way cooler than I thought it was going to be.
Awesome, for sure. All right. Sorry, sidetracked again. People are probably like, what are these guys doing? Creative Park. Do you have a favorite creative park?
There was... I do, but I don't remember the name.
Oh, dang.
It was an Underground 1 park. I had fun with the Parks of Doom and were they called Parks of Doom in 4?
Yeah.
The ones with the no manuals, right? Those were fun. Like to go through. Oh. You go through them once and then they were done, but it was like
you mean like the Death or Glory ones?
Oh, was it Death or Glory?
Those were like the no manual lines we had to figure out where to go.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them?
That's Dode Man's crap.
I don't know who made that. Was it? It was Elysium.
Well, I'm not saying Dode Man made them, but he liked those, right?
I'm sure Dode Man just loves creative parks in general.
Yeah, I like those in 4. And Underground 1, I don't remember if it was like was it a KSK park? So someone made a park that was fun. I think Fate used it in a video even somewhere in like 2007 or something. But actually, I guess maybe we could find what this park is, technically speaking, on YouTube.
Maybe even ask the Twitch chat. I mean, KSK's in the Twitch chat right now. But yeah, you have to describe it pretty good. I don't know.
There was a tall middle section and a bunch of rails on the side. There were glitchy areas. There was a bridge that kind of circled in a corner. There's definitely a lot of stacking objects. So I'm honestly I'm gonna just search Fate videos on YouTube right now because I'm pretty sure it was in one of his videos.
You gonna be able to answer questions while you're searching? I want to keep this going.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Back when you played, most underrated player or players?
Most underrated player or players?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can't just think of one. I don't know.
Well, so at least in the 4 days, everyone that seemed underrated eventually ended up in TLT, so I can't really say them. Right. Underground 1. So everyone remembers me and Jinzo hanging out a lot, right? We were like cool friends. We made videos together and whatever. There was actually a third, a person named Frost who was good at the game, but kind of quit early on. But he was underrated. He was good at the game for sure. He was doing a lot of crazy Wally shuffle shit extremely early on. He's also kind of an asshole, but it'd be like if I recall correctly, he was also a pothead.
Sure, that's common.
I think I found the park.
Awesome.
I definitely found the park.
Yeah, but now it's not gonna have a name.
It's Rooftops 2.
Oh, is it Rooftops 2? Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's it. All right. Now that question's answered. Anyway, so Frost early on for sure. Later on, so by the time tLTV became a thing, I think people they deserve to be focused on. tLT had the best players for whatever, right? Whatever they wanted, they just got the best players.
Yeah.
But there were some pretty good players outside of tLT. Like I remember Mongoose was good. MJ was real good. A lot of good no manuals, good tournament runs. Might be a little underrated just because that person never ended up in tLT.
MJ? Yeah.
Yeah, MJ, Mongoose. I don't know who else. Like everyone, I think most players got their time to shine eventually, right? So, because I thought players like Mers, like those players were crazy, but then they eventually got on tLT. It's like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Can't call that underrated at that point. So,
surprise you that tLT's still going? Because they're active still, kind of. I mean, they're not that active. They're not making like team videos and stuff. But there's a few single players that are able to hop online and hang out. Bug Pro.
It surprises me that anyone plays the game anymore.
yeah. I was waiting for that.
Yeah, like, damn. I remember, was it 4 or 5 years ago? Someone showed me the what is it called, Doug Pro?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone showed me that mod. I was like, wow, this is cool. There's so many levels all of a sudden, but at the same time, like, damn, you're still playing this game though. What's even left? It looks like when people play now, it looks like they're just hitting things that we all hit back then with new glitches. So it's kind of a little lame sometimes.
It's definitely way different. Yeah, it's very hard to do anything that's absolutely new in terms of a transfer. I mean, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's been killed to death.
yeah, you're not out there finding new out of bounds areas and shit at this point.
4 years ago, I think. So 4 years ago, I was on Skype. I deleted Skype because Skype's just a garbage program, I think. But before I lost contact with people, I was telling Alec, it'd be cool at this point in the game. If it's so, there are no manuals, right?
Hmm?
With how glitchy Thug Pro is, why wouldn't someone just make a no grind, no manual, right?
Right.
Why not just like spend a minute or two literally flying around the level? You can do that at this point. If
You
you want to do
could, yeah.
something new, do that. At least that's what I thought 4 years ago. I don't know if anyone's even done that at this point.
Well, what's been done a few times is no grinds. Where you're just manual, and you'll find like an obscure part of the level. Like Vega's got this one in the RV TV. There's a goddamn, I can't remember the level, but anyways, a obscure part of the level, like it's just a boat in the middle of the ocean, and Vega just does this crazy manual line, no grinds, around the entire thing, and it's badass. I mean, you have to time each jump perfectly, and then so he starts on like this little tiny ledge that's like off a crane looking thing, and it's a tiny ass ledge. So he starts on that and then goes all the way around this tanker, hopping around up and down these ledges, and then butt slaps back up to that same exact ledge to end it. And it's one of the coolest fucking things. But yeah, it's no grind, just all manual.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, you're right. Other than that, yeah, not much has been innovated in terms of like lines. There's still some pretty solid no manuals though. Like,
oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure those have only gotten better with the years.
Yeah, for sure. Did you see any? So you don't watch any of the new stuff, I'm assuming.
I've seen a few things, but I don't pay mind. Like I'm subscribed to the YouTube channel, so I'll randomly click some things. I saw a video where, for example, Protocol, I think, got from the top to the bottom of Downhill Jam without any like grinds or
Yeah,
manual.
that's a really cool one too. Yeah.
That was like the only time I saw anyone do the idea I was thinking of. I definitely didn't see Vega's video, the no grinds, just manuals, right? I didn't see
Yeah, you
that.
should watch it though, because Buck's in there. So that's actually me, Vega, and Buck. We were in a team called RIV, and there's a lot of cool stuff, including that section I was telling you about Vega. Buck's got some really crazy stuff. And then at the very, very end of it, though, I have a Chicago video. It's about 5 minutes long. And I think you get a kick out of that. There's some pretty cool shit in that. It's just Tony Hawk 4
Link it
Chicago.
to me.
Yeah, I'll link it to you. Because you got to watch like that. And, oh, dude, there's a lot of videos. I think you would appreciate, like, Jahoo has this video that they made within, like, the last couple years. If you like old school, just A to B style transfers, they do some really cool shit, but in Thug Pro. But, like, no techniques, just straight up raw transfers. I think you get a kick out of those.
To be honest,
shit,
I
really.
think I saw that video, actually.
Yeah, it had the Tool Third Eye song. So, I don't know if you're a big Tool fan. Yeah, there's quite a few videos. I'll link you to a bunch of them after this. I think you get a kick out of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Sure.
Beside that, I think there was another video I was gonna mention and I saw that was good. There was a few, but whatever. Forget it. Yeah, I've seen a few good ones here and there.
Yeah. There's actually quite a bit. I mean, the new players too are just crazy how good they're getting so fast.
Yeah, this is what happens when everything's like already there, right? What was hard for us back then is no one knew anything. Finding it from scratch is really difficult.
Right?
With how crazy some of the things are now, I think yeah, you would have to challenge yourself with something ridiculous like no grinds or whatever to do something kind of newish or fresh at least.
Right. Yeah, you could
be a lek or pizza or something and just do something so like, oh, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, when they just do so much crazy shit back to back. It's like, okay. All right. So when you were playing, other than doing improvs and finding transfers, is there any other things that you enjoyed when you were playing online? I know you mentioned that you really didn't do much King of the Hill, capture the flag. What else did you do other than just improv and transfer? Like goal attack, graffiti, go for high scores, anything else?
Well, like I guess early on when I did get broadband, I did actually play King of the Hill a bit and Capture the Flag, mostly because of Mike. Honestly, purely because of Mike. But towards the end, it wasn't even improv or transfers. I was just like trying to find techniques before I was gonna completely stop playing the game. And I definitely found some things I never got to share with people.
Oh yeah? What like what? You gotta say.
Like I think Alec would talk about this if he were like here, because he definitely got to see me experiment back then. But I think in like 2006 or 7, I was trying to figure out how to do things like BHRA. I think that's what it's called now.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure that out. Beside butt slap, there were things with rails I was figuring out. Things that like Torn figured out too. There's also a whole bunch of shit Torn figured out that never got shared.
Yeah, that's what
There,
Alec was saying, yeah.
yeah, there like some of the things we found people have figured out by now, but like there's a few small things that people actually haven't yet. I don't, at least not that I've seen. I haven't watched enough videos. Maybe everything's like there at this point. I have no idea, right?
Very
Not to
possible.
mention, I think Thug Pro has more glitches than the original games, right? Because we were playing PS2 games. So, but
There's definitely more shit you can do in Thug Pro. There's a touch.
yeah, but let's see. I was trying to figure out BHRA. There were kinks. I don't know if people know what those are. Like ollies that go higher off of grinds for like seemingly no reason.
Yeah, I remember that briefly. I don't think people talk about it. I think they do it, but I don't think they call it. I don't know. I don't know.
Um,
Yeah.
there was a thing. Have you ever say there's a wall in front of you, right? And you go at it like towards the left, and you want to wall ride it, right? And when you get to wall ride it, you shoot towards the right instead, like the complete opposite direction you're going
Okay.
for no reason. It's like a wall ride glitch in the corner, but it's not that. Like it happens on any wall anywhere, right? We figured out how to do that. That was like weird.
Huh.
That one, it was like a certain timing you had to wall push plus do a wall ride really quickly. This was before Mike was using wall pushes, by the way. So like we were really we were really trying to break this game before we quit.
Yeah,
What the
for
hell
sure.
were we doing?
They're beating the snot out of it.
What else? There are definitely a few other things we found. I'm trying to remember. I think something I found was getting wall plant glitches with other mechanics. Cause I don't know how this works in Thug Pro, but in Underground 1, you remember you'd use that one special grind, I think 5-0 nose grind or whatever, and you'd go off a rail and it would let you do a wall plant. It would be really glitchy.
For like extra height off of it.
Extra height, right.
Right, yeah.
I think I figured out a way to do that without the grind before it. Like, just do it raw on the PS2 version, but I don't remember how I was doing things like that. I think part of it was actually doing BHRA reverts into wall plants or something. I don't remember. There was a lot of weird shit, man. But yeah.
Else.
Yeah, I think that's all I did towards the end. Just like try to figure small things out about the game. Because improv was already getting kind of stale. There's only so much you could do.
Well, I was gonna say, what about THPS HD? What'd you think of that? Because you made a video on it. Like, how the hell did you made a video on THPS HD? It's hilarious.
I mean, the game was whack. It was not a good game.
Sure.
The original was better, but I guess there was more to do on the new one than the original, so that's cool, I guess. I just made a video because I think we got a demo or the game came out early or something, so people were playing it at like 5 a.m. Right? I think it was a demo. We were playing at 5 a.m. in Warehouse Was it Warehouse? Yeah. And um within I started streaming it, right? And within 5 minutes I found the glitch where it was like the king thing in the other games, except you can make your ollies go really high. It was like you saw it in the THPS HD video, right?
I saw where you like glitched outside of a level almost entirely, multiple times. Like you go out of a corner and then be like on
Yeah,
top of the level.
yeah. It was like butt slaps off of freaking rails, but it wasn't actually a butt slap. It wasn't multiple ollies. It's just the way the physics worked with momentum and a certain timing you had to do with ollie and grind. Um, which was honestly made easier because I played fighting games at that point, so I already knew how to do muscle work like that with my fingers. And that's a different story. But I found that glitch, and Fate saw it, and Fate was like, "Yo, let's make a video." I was like, "Okay, sure." So we made that video. Fate absolutely hated the game. I was just like, "Whatever. I'm just gonna break all these levels and like not play anymore." So we did that, and that was it. I didn't like the game. Just a few days work. That's fine.
Yeah. Oh, it still turned out it's one of the only. Actually, it's probably the only THPS HD I've ever actually watched. I was like, all right, well, this is kind of cool. 'Cause you could tell it's someone from the community playing and actually trying to do something.
Yeah. I think that game had more tricks to find, but it like honestly it was just so bad, who cares?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, just so slow. It looked like the slowest game I'd ever seen. It was so slow looking. I was just like, no.
It was pretty bad.
So, other than the tLTV series, and obviously that THPS HD one and the TH Free, I know you were a guest in. What other videos were you guesting? THOTV? Like, what other projects were you a part of?
I remember THO TV. Um
Do you remember any other videos that you were a part of?
so I've helped with guide not like actually being in the video myself, but I helped with guidance when it came to like the most recent tLTV video, and also I think it was called Fatricity 3 with the I don't know what the trick is called. You like fly out of a QP.
The hop?
Oh right, hops, right, that's what it's called. Oh right. Oh right. Okay, so remember how I was saying earlier we were trying to find techniques in like 2006 or 7 before we stopped playing? Hop was one of them because we saw Gonzo do it by accident once, and we are like, "How the fuck do you do that?" So we
Oh,
were trying to figure that out like that early on too, but I don't remember if we ever did. We kind of just like quit. But yeah, so just guidance, like yeah, that clip looks good. You could do this or try that or whatever. But like actually being a part of beside THO and tLTV, I don't remember at this point. Again, I don't even remember being in your TH4 video, but apparently I was.
yeah. Well, it
So
wasn't really mine. It was the first one was. Well, the first two were mine and Freddy's, and then we were.
yeah, Freddy was in it too. I remember that. He was
Yeah,
real good at Koth.
he's really best. But then we just decided we need to have more people on because can't keep finding all this Tony Hawk 4 stuff ourselves. Like we were getting burnt out. So we're like, why don't we give other people a shot? It's actually really surprising that you were a guest in it. DAC was in it too.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah,
he was still fuck.
he was good.
I ended up playing Counter Strike and World of Warcraft with that guy actually.
Yeah,
So
do you remember when we played some CS?
did we play CS a while ago?
Played a CS 1.6 because you fucking hated Counter Strike Source. It's like, let's play some Counter Strike Source. No, it's the worst. But this is just when CS was starting to do ads and shit, like in the corner.
Oh god, I remember that. That was bad.
Oh, it was the dumbest thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, that reminds me of like kind of like mean story. One of the last times I talked to Draco, he got pretty mad at me, to be honest, because he was telling me like, "Oh, yo, my brother, he's like a pro at CS Source, right?" I was like, I don't really care, dude. 1.6 players would come in your game and kill him. And like in hindsight, like damn, I was so immature. But at the same time, factually speaking, that did happen when the CS 1.6 professionals went to Source. They beat this professional.
Right.
But yeah, wow, damn, I was a jerk. Okay.
You were nice to me. Yeah, because I remember we would play, and you would already have basically a team of 4, including you, and then I would be the 5th. And these guys are like, "Oh, who the fuck is this guy? Sucks." I would just be walking. I would never run. Like if there was a remote chance that there would be an enemy on the other side that could hear me, I would always walk. But I did all right. You're like, "See," every time I got a kill, you're like, "See, you can do good." Yes. That was a long time ago. So can you walk through like a timeline of the clans you're in before TLT? Is that reaching a little too far?
Not the early ones. There were early ones I don't remember at all.
Yeah.
I think like almost every big clan you could think of, and for an underground one, I probably was in at some point because I was like probably like 10 or something or whatever, 11, 12. So to me, like everyone took clans seriously, right? It's like, oh, this is competitive, or these are my friends. To me, I was like, yo, these are Pokemon. I want to have all the tags. Like, why are these people letting me in this easily? I remember being in Fate. I remember being in Ass. I never got in Jew or TXO, but I definitely got in like anything else you can think of from back then. I remember being in O2. O2 is so freaking old. I doubt anyone even knows what that is anymore. That was like a PC clan.
I want to say
For TH3?
Maybe one other person mentioned it in the podcast. I don't even know off my head.
Yeah, so O2 was one of them. What else was there? There was something that started with a G that I was in. I don't remember what it was called. I just remember talking to this girl. I think her name was Stacy. A lot. I don't remember. Maybe that was true. That's too long ago.
Yeah.
Anything you can think of from back then, I probably might have been in it just for the sake of it because I didn't give a fuck. By the end of Underground 1, I just straight up left. I think the last thing I was in was Fate. That one I stuck in for a while. Oh, right, Kami. Kami was a clan that I was in. I remember that. It's too old. But no, the last thing I was in during Underground 1 was Fate. I left it because I wanted to get in tLT, which I got in after trying, which was the hardest thing I had to do. It was only a month. THPS, I suppose. I don't know, people were real bad at the game back then too, so after tLT, that was probably it. I might have put like joke tags on with like a lek or something, but nothing serious. Like tLT was the end of it. And before it was like too many things that I guess the things that stick out are Fate and Ass.
Yeah. Do you remember Ass Dom?
Yeah, I do.
You still talk to that person at all?
I have no clue where that person is. You know who I have on Steam? Bunker King from Fate.
I know. I'm gonna get Bunker King on here. Yeah, for sure. I gotta beg him a little bit, but I'm open.
I think he's a firefighter now.
Yeah, I have no idea, but that guy is the trick attack master. Yeah, Bunker King's crazy. Did you ever do Horing back in the day?
I did. That's why I was in Fate, because I actually didn't improv until the end of Underground 1, to be honest. And that's like the extra funny caveat of getting into tLT. It wasn't just like 1 month that I was in. It was also like I've only been improving seriously for like a month. But I guess I understood the game a little better than others. But yeah, no, I did scoring back then. That's why I was always around Bunker King and Pants in a Can.
Oh my god, you don't
Because
talk to
by the
Pants in the
way,
Can.
that's an awesome name.
Dude, do you talk to Pants in the Can anymore?
I don't, but I feel like I might have him on Steam or
If
something.
you
Maybe.
have Pants in the Can, you gotta let him know. I want to get hold.
I'll see.
Yeah,
You know who I have on Steam randomly? Think I saw Super Noob from old. Do you remember that clan?
yeah.
Yeah. Man, they were old back then. Now they're just like fucking relics.
Yeah, like fossils. For sure.
Bunker King might know where Pants in a Can is if I don't though. You should ask him.
You know, I think I have. Man, Bunking said it's been a really long time talked, which makes me sad because they were buddies for sure. I used to talk to him on the phone.
Yeah, no, the three of us used to talk a lot. Like I kept having different little friend circles I would stick to in Tony Hawk, and Bunker King and Pants were one of them. Frost and Jinzo were another. So yeah, I don't know where Pants is. I'll see if I have him on Steam though.
Sure. Yeah, I think Pants is like one of the first ones, if not the first to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
He
And
he was the one that I was the first person to break the scoring system into the negatives,
yeah,
actually.
yeah,
Like legitimately. And he was the reason why that happened. I didn't even care. He was just like, just do something as long as you can. And I went for like 20 minutes and I was like, I could do this longer, but I'm not gonna risk it. It's been so long at this point, right? So I landed it and it said negative whatever the fuck billion. I was like, wait, why does it say negative?
yeah.
What the hell is this? And Pants was there for it. Screenshotted it or whatever, took a picture with his phone and posted it on TXO. I was like, yo, like what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's like anything over like 2.1 something billion?
Yeah, 2,130 some odd million, and then it
Yeah,
starts counting in reverse.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You'd have to do the math yourself on like the base and the multiplier to actually figure out the score, right? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Did you ever do blackjack back in the day?
Nope. I did
Yeah.
not.
You know what it is, right?
I don't.
Okay,
Or
it's
maybe I did and I just don't remember.
you just
Tell
don't
me
know.
what it is.
Well, so back and now it's a lot easier because you can just turn on a score to see what your total score is. So there's no base and multi. I mean, there generally is, but they have a toggle option on Thug Pro, so it doesn't work quite the same because you don't know if the person you're playing BJ against actually is cheating in a way. Because what you'd have to do for BJ is pick a number, anything like 1337, right? And then you do a 30-second trick attack, and the one that's closest to 1337 would win.
Oh, I never knew about that. That's cool.
Yeah, so a lot of times we do like the closest to a negative 1, 2, 3 would win in 30 seconds. And if you go over, you would just lose, or whoever went over the most would lose. Yeah, but yeah, I love playing BJ. It's a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I don't think I ever knew about that game. That's a dope game.
Yeah,
Sounds like something Pants would enjoy a lot.
yeah. Actually, and I'll link you a video in one of the Smooth Moves videos. I think the first one. The clan that I'm in now, I got negative 1337 in one combo with base and multi. So I just did the math and I landed the manual perfect. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So kind of moving on, since you were a part of a pretty large transition between just smaller A to B transfers to like really big high flying transfers, what was it like adapting to the big high flying transfers? Like, you used to do more just a bonk up to a high rail. Like in Pacific, you have this one in Alcatraz where you bonk kind of by the boat. You bonk that straight rail up to like basically it's like a walkway railing. I don't know if you remember this. It's in tLTV something. But
tLTV 1. Yeah,
yeah,
I
okay,
do.
yeah, for sure. It's a sick
Or maybe
bonk.
it was 2, but I remember.
I think it's 1 or 2 for sure. It's not the third one, but what's it like trying to adapt from doing those type of transfers to like the huge crazy sketch transfers? Or was it just something that came seamlessly to you? You were just like
everything in this game came seamlessly to me. So yeah, it wasn't like hard at all. I honestly, this is something else that Lek could vouch for. I think not just transfers, but imagine, I'm sure people play like this at this point, but your improv looking like a transfer video because you're doing a bunch of shit like that constantly, right?
For sure.
That's where my like general playstyle was heading before I quit.
Just hitting a bunch of shit in one
Just like
combo.
insane, like just transfer-esque shit. So like just a sketch, whatever, that all came seamlessly because my improv was already heading there to begin with.
Yeah.
I almost feel bad about it because that playstyle I had inspired Alec, I think, right? And Alec inspired everyone else into this like playstyle where honestly everyone looks ugly as shit to me now, but that might have started with me and maybe like Code or whoever else early on back then. And that, I don't know. Yeah. I actually still remember this one time. I was, the really tall white Manhattan building? People used to Wally shuffle there all the time.
Sure.
During an improv, I Wally shuffled up there, not on the side that people usually do it on either, right? Like one of the harder sides to get on. And then I let myself drop all the way near the ground and I wall planted like a really small object, like the ledge or something under it. Right?
All right.
And Alex saw this and he just started typing furiously, like, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I'm just like, whatever. It's like, it's whatever. It's easy to me. And yeah, I guess that might have inspired him to do things like that.
It is kind of cool when you wall plant really small shit out of nowhere.
Yeah, maybe. Like, I guess like what I wall planted literally was like the sidewalk or something extremely small. So
Yeah.
it didn't even look like it should have been possible from all the way up there, right? But that happened.
What's your favorite type of transfer?
Favorite type of how would you categorize a transfer?
Like, you seem to be a big fan of bonks, right? So like you could do, and you could create a hybrid if you wanted. Like to me, my favorite type is sketch bonks. Doing sketch to a bonk up to something. But like wall ride bounces. You weren't big into hops, but bonks, wall ride bounces, hops. Sketch transfers, moon grab, King of the Hill style transfers. Just it's a favorite style of transfer in general.
I don't think I had one. I just liked anything that was impressive, whatever the category was. So like a hop, right? If I saw a good hop, I would like it equally as much as I would like a good bonk or a good whatever else, a good cough. I just liked seeing things that were like really good or ahead of the curve of anything. So
Right.
yeah, I don't think I could pick a single one.
It's
That would
hard,
be
yeah.
unfair.
Yeah, but you seem to like for the most like it seems like from all the videos I've seen of you, you've done a lot of bonks. Which is I'm the same way. I've done a lot of bonks. So
If you're gonna if I had to pick a single one, it wouldn't be bonks. It would be like getting out of the level type transfers.
yeah, I
Because I
get it.
always found those cool. Not just like because you would think like flying out of the level to some OB area or something like the sketch one I did, right? But not even just that, even small ones like I think KSK did this in a video or Gonzo at college. They like jumped into the green like area by the clock tower and you just like float on the floor, right? And you float to the out of bounds wall and you just bounce back. Actually, I think I did something similar in your video, Freddy's or whatever, the TH4 video at Zoo, where I like ollied up a wall and it kind of just like floated me across the wall and then out of bounds and back in. I like transfers like that are cool to me. Yeah, I guess I'll say those.
Yeah, I think you're right. The like in the back of the level where the logs are that you can grind. There's like four or
Yeah,
five of them or something. Yeah.
yeah, things that take you out of the level probably.
Yeah, no, nothing wrong with that.
Small and big both. They're cool.
So kind of diving back into the tLTV videos. Did you ever have disagreements on anything, like when it comes to song choices, the way that the tone changed a little bit? It went from more of a lax, like, I think the first one used like an 80s song or something like that, to like a more serious, hardcore, not so relaxed, more serious tone. Did you have any say in these types of things on the direction of the tLTV series, like 1 through 3?
I had some say in transfers, but not like final say, just like opinions. Oh, this transfer is good enough, or maybe this one isn't. And I was pretty strict about it. But beside that, the only heavy influence I had was tLTV 2, the first song. Me and Torn picked that one. Like that was directly us, for sure.
The first song of the first one?
Of the second one.
Of the second one. Fuck, what was the second one? Did the GoldenEye one?
No, it started with Gonzo. It was a song. I think I can find the song. Let me see.
Yeah, because like the very first song is like this crazy series GoldenEye one, isn't it? Or is that not 2? I don't know. Maybe it's 3. Can't think of which. I get them all mixed up.
Oh, I found the song. It was Within Temptation, Ice Queen.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. Solid choice. Solid choice.
That was the only like really big say I had. Beside that, we all just like equally gave our opinions on transfers and stuff, and would just send KSK our clips.
Yeah. I'm like KSK.
Interestingly, interestingly enough, so I think it was in 2, where there was like a KSK looking Creative Skater, right? But it had a yellow shirt instead, and it did a Wally shuffle in Hawaii from the pool to the back area. I don't know if you remember this, but that's actually what made tLTV 2 happen at all.
Oh, really?
That and like Gonzo's college thing, he jumped on that table and just like flew right up.
Oh, that's a classic. Yeah.
Like a few of us just sent those clips to KSK for no reason. We were just like, "Oh, look, this is cool, right?"
Yeah.
And KSK was just like, "Yeah, let's make tLTV 2."
Time to do a
I was
second
like,
one.
"All right,
Yeah.
sure, let's do tLTV 2, I guess." Honestly, I think every transfer I had in tLTV 2 was an improv.
Oh wow, yeah.
Like every single one, I'm pretty sure I found through improving. And I actually specifically remember one where I sticker slapped in Thug 2 on a pole, and I like went through the pole, right?
Yeah, you sticker slapped at the opposite side of it or some shit.
Yeah, and people, I didn't even think anything of it. I was like, man, this is a transfer video. This is literally just a sticker slap. Like, who cares about this? But to this day, like, I actually even recently had someone ask me, like, that was a mod on PC, right? It's like, no, that was literally PS2. There was no mod or cheating there.
Yeah, and you're just dicking around. Happened. You could tell you were improving because you just went off the roof and you were just kind of doing all this random shit.
Yeah, it's like it's like I told you towards the end before I quit, my improv was starting to just be stupid shit. So, like, yeah, every transfer I had in that video was an improv. Even the Hawaii thing, I found through improving by complete accident. So, yeah.
Yeah, by the way, that Ice Queen song by Within Temptation, that is one of the reasons that I did a doubles video with Vega about a year ago now. Yes.
And a year ago? That recently?
Yeah. And I used the newest Within Temptation song off their newest album, and it's a fucking awesome song. But that was one of the reasons I was like, no one's used Within Temptation since I can remember. So I used it, and it was really cool. I'll have to link it down too. Put a smile on your face because Within Temptation's still going strong.
That's insane. Yeah, like, well, I guess it was a different music choice for a THPS video. People,
sure.
It's like skater culture. Everyone's using like punk music, emo music, and here we are using Within Temptation. And I think Zelda music got used at some point. Like, all right, yeah, we got it.
Yeah, and it all worked. Sure. Let's see. What else? I have a couple more. Then we could maybe do like Oh, I did want to talk to you about a couple other things outside of Tony Hawk. But so, how long before doing improv and transfers did you horror for? Was it like a couple years? Was it only on Tony Hawk 4? Or did you start horroring on Thug as well?
Uh, I didn't really do it much in I did a little bit in Underground 1, but it just died because double taps existed, so it just didn't matter.
Right. Yeah, it kind of screwed it all.
What a stupid bug. My
Yeah.
significant other is making fun of me in the background. All right. All right. Anyway,
What was your highest score? Do you remember?
I mean for 4 it was definitely the whatever the freaking
A negative.
negative
Yeah.
billion that I never did the math on what the actual score was.
Yeah.
Definitely that. I never got higher than that because I already stopped doing scoring by that point, and Pants just wanted me to do that. Wow, I'm realizing in hindsight, a lot of things I did was just complete. I didn't even try. People just said, "Oh, just do this." Like, okay, fine, and then I would just do something crazy. I guess that's why I was good at the game. Whatever.
Was your
Underground 1 didn't
multiplier?
matter.
Was your
Huh?
multiplier like in the 2000s when you did that negative bill? Do you remember? I'm just curious. You ever had a 2000 multiplier?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah, because I think when I've done that a couple times, it was like 2000 multiplier. It was just like,
I
jeez.
think it was. Oh man, do I remember this? I think it was 2,100 or something. 2,200?
Yeah,
Maybe
by
something like that.
whatever the base would be.
Like I think people have gotten like 3,000 now, right? Or 4,000? I don't know. I got like 22, 2,300 back then.
Did you ever
For
build any of the non-massive horror levels? Like you ever build College or Kona or Carnival or Chicago or Zoo or London?
I don't remember trying to.
Yeah.
I think I only had like 4 or 500 million or something in those levels. I don't remember trying to at
Yeah.
all. I just like since I was young, I just super focused on like doing the one thing I thought I could do. Because like back then, there's this. I don't even know if this guy's scores were real back then, but this guy on TXO named John, who like had all the highest
Oh
scores on
yeah.
every level, and I
Yeah.
was like, wow, this guy is crazy.
Hmm.
I actually got kind of sad because when I did that -2 bill, 1 bill, whatever the fuck it was thing, and Pants screen capped it, Pants put it on TXO forum, right? And John was one of the people to respond to it, and all that person said was like, "We don't even try for this anymore. Who cares?" And I was like, "Oh, that kind of sucks. That
Yeah.
kind of sucks." But all right, fair game, I guess. But yeah, the other the other time I ever did scoring was American Wasteland. Actually, maybe I did a little bit in Underground 2, but I don't remember scores for that. American Wasteland, the first day it was out, I was bored and I got some score that got put on the leaderboards, and then I just like never did it again because I don't even remember the score. It's just boring.
Yeah.
Mind you, it was like 4 was more boring as far as scoring goes because American Wasteland scoring had a lot of insanely huge spine transfer.
Sure it did.
But I just didn't care anymore. So
Fair. What's some of the memorable moments you had throughout when you were playing? Is there anything that sticks in your head that something happened and just hasn't left your mind?
in general,
Yeah, yeah. Just
let me think. That I'm sure there are a few. Well, getting a TLT, I remember that.
yeah, for sure.
I cut class and Mike happened to be awake because he's in Australia, and he messaged me about getting in, and he was like, "But Jinzo can't come with," and I was like, "I'm not joining without Jinzo." But apparently, he was just like trolling. Like we were both getting in, but he just I don't know, he just was like joking with me. But I was like very serious. I was like, I'm not joining without my friend. Let's see other events. Not one specific moment, but there were a lot of times I got in like phone calls with people in Tony Hawk.
Yeah, those were the days.
Yeah, yeah, the internet wasn't like that back then. We actually had to use our phones.
Right. Call them on their landlines and shit.
Like I remember being on the phone with DC and someone else. I don't remember who. And we were on 4 with like Rocca, whatever, from Ass. Not Baraka Flocka Flame. Fuck. Oh, yeah, so it's trolling me again. Yeah, I remember us being on the phone, like just shooting the shit, and me talking about watching Inuyasha on Adult Swim. I think it was back then. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing in particular. Just like random stuff like that. Just phone calls with too many people. Oh, actually, you know, it's memorable every time I've met a THPS player. Yeah, there we go. That too, for sure.
In real life?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Who have y'all met in real life?
I met Mike. You know, Waz. I met Dragon. That was more recent, actually.
Oh, yeah.
That was in like 2016 or something.
That's badass. Where'd you meet Drag at?
They came to New York, I think. Dragon's brother had a business trip or something, or Dragon had a business trip, and we were just like, you know, let's get some ramen or something.
Okay.
So we got ramen and we went to Times Square. Yeah, we just like we had an entire night out. It was cool.
Oh,
I
sweet.
might still have pictures somewhere, maybe. So yeah, Dragon, Mike. There was one other person. I'm trying to remember. Oh, right. How could I forget Torn?
Oh, yeah.
Torn, who went from someone I met on Tony Hawk to a close friend. To I don't know where that person is right now. I think they're homeless or something.
Oh, no.
Not the best ending of this story, but it'd be like that sometimes.
Damn. So, what was the reason for being done? Like, what was this the final nail in the coffin that you're just like, eh? And then, like, even though that happened, did you still come back on sporadically, or did you just quit cold turkey?
Well, I'll answer the second part first. I randomly would come on once every 2 or 3 years for no reason. Like I remember one time I came on like 2010, 11 or something. And I think Alec was on. There was like an 8-person room on PC, and we did an improv battle. I don't know why we did this. Alec's like a fanboy for me, honestly. So I'm pretty sure Alec spurred it just to see me play. So we did a improv battle. I don't even think Alec took part of it. Just like watched. I don't remember who was in that room. I definitely won that. I don't even know how I won that. But yeah, I would come on once every few years and then eventually just like never again, honestly. I think this like improv battle thing was probably the last time I came on at all. Since then, like I've gotten on Dunk Throw once or twice. I didn't even play, I just observed. Just wanted to talk to people. As far as like the reason for quitting, it seemed like a lot of the really strong players for the game were moving on. The websites were going down too. Yeah. And I had broadband, so I could play other games like Counter-Strike and SOCOM or whatever. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna play other games at this point. After like Tony Hawk, I was playing like Counter-Strike and Warcraft. So
now, so this is a good segue into outside of Tony Hawk. I kind of want to, because you're really good at fighting games. Were you always playing fighting games in the background, or is that something that happened after Tony Hawk?
That was on and off. I live in New York. We have arcades here. So like when I was young I played and then I would stop. It would be a thing where I'd play a bit and then I would stop for years. It just like didn't fit life or whatever. Well, I guess I'll just like say everything I did game wise after Tony Hawk, so that might cover like future questions, honestly. Yeah. After Tony Hawk directly, I played Counter-Strike, right? I got to like Cal M or some shit like that, I think. Like there were leagues back then, right? It was like Oh, I am M, semi-pro and pro. Those were the ranks. I think I got to M or something with people. Then I played Warcraft. I rated in WoW. Got a high. I was good at PvP, but didn't do it too often. Got in a top 10 US rating guild, which is what led me to fighting games somehow. Because basically, when I was raiding with that guild, we were selling stuff, right? That's how MMOs are. You sell stuff to people. Like literally, you want this piece of gear, and then this person would just like pay us like $700 or something for it, and we'd split it amongst each other. So I was literally making like 20 or 30 an hour doing that. I took some of that money and I bought a fighting game for an RPG I liked. And like I never looked back. I just like played fighting games from there. Honestly.
What was the RPG fighting game?
It was Persona.
Oh, Persona. Yeah, I gotta get into that.
Yeah. So I've played other games on the side. I'm playing Final Fantasy right now. I'm playing WoW Classic, but like on a serious competitive note, after fighting games, there's been nothing else. And that was in like, was that 2013 or something? 2012? I think 2012. So from then to now, it's all fighting games.
Yeah. So you just placed like, didn't you say it wasn't top 3, was it? In the one you were just at?
Well,
was it?
Literally the one I was just at, it was top 3. That was in Florida.
Yeah, what the hell game was that?
That was Blaze Blue.
Yeah, okay.
That's another fighting game. Yeah, honestly, I've gotten top 8 all year. Top 8's like where you start getting paid out and stuff. That's like, if you get top 8 in a fighting game at a big tournament, you're basically like, you're really good, right?
Sure.
I've gotten top 8 at every event I've gone to this year. The one I went to and during the summer was like it's like basically the equivalent of the international world championship type level thing, and I got 5th there. So I guess I'm pretty good at fighting games. I definitely played some Japanese players, and I fucked their shit up. It was fantastic.
Can you make a living playing the fighting games, or are they not big enough to do that? It's like, I know you can make a living playing like the high-end FPS games and Dota and shit like that, but can you make a living off fighting games?
Not with the game I play. You can with some of the other ones, but you have to like really commit hard to it. I honestly don't think it's worth it. It's not really all that sustainable.
Yeah, definitely.
But as I say that, there are definitely people in there that make over 6 figures doing it, but it's not even 1%ers, right? Like, I guess I'm like below our 1%er, and those are like the 0.001%ers of fighting games. They're like rare. There's only a handful of them, and it's only because they've been playing for 20 or 30 years at this point. There's like old men and women who just have been playing forever. So it's not even that they're just good at games. They're like characters, right? These people, you watch their streams, they're funny, they're entertaining. You want to like see what they do. You want them to win. You don't want them to lose. That sort of shit, right?
Right, yeah.
They've been building their brand or whatever for so long that you just can't ignore it. So, like, if you wanted to do that with fighting games, you could. Yeah, you could definitely make a living for sure. But realistically speaking, it's just like nice side money, and you should probably just get a job.
Right. Yeah. You said you like Final Fantasy. Do you like any of the single player ones, or you just play the online ones?
I know I had definitely played the single player ones. I didn't get to play the older ones because I was just like too busy playing things like Tony Hawk when I was younger.
Okay.
But I played 10 onward. I wanted to play 7. I didn't get to play 7 much. 9 looked cool. 9 definitely looked really cool.
Yeah,
maybe I should play 9 at some point.
9 is yeah. I remember 9 being 4 discs. PlayStation. It's like,
yeah, that's yeah, I guess like since I only really fully enjoyed 10 onward as far as fully playing them out, I guess my favorite one would have been 10, but I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure the MMO one right now is like better than all the single player ones.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, especially 14 after they worked out all the bugs on it.
Yeah, 14 is real good. Originally it was garbage, but
Oh yeah.
it'd be like that sometimes.
Well, cool. That takes care of all the Tony Hawk questions, and then wanted to ask you a couple other things about the other games you played. So, maybe so far in the Twitch chat, I only see one question, and it was regarding you asked what raiding guild you were in.
In WoW,
I
it
would
was it
assume.
it was Dread in during like the Cataclysm era. Yeah, I think they still raided in Pandaria. They might have actually still raided in Warlords, but then some of them quit. They joined other guilds. I think they're top 3 US right now, and there are other guilds of players that still play. Actually, let me see. WoW progress. I have to check this now.
What the fuck? I kind of makes sense on what raiding is, but I haven't played enough MMOs to absolutely know. It's what is that? What's a
It's
raid?
like raiding is like killing bosses, right? You know how like you have bosses in RPGs?
Yeah.
Raiding's like you need like 20, 25 people to kill a boss, and the boss is like really hard.
Oh wow. So you
So
gotta
it's like,
coordinate a lot of shit.
yeah, it's like a race. Like who gets this first in the world or whatever. Also, yeah, those people I used to raid with, they're in mid-winter right now. They're number 4 in the US. So, well, I guess technically number 2 if you don't count the Australians, but that's apparently counted as the freaking NA realms for whatever reason. So, 2 or 4, whatever you want to look at that as. But yeah, I rated in Dread back then. I think we got to US 7th or something like that.
We got one from Nevada. Can you expand on what you meant by muscle work in regards to fighting games / gaming in general?
Muscle work, well, like muscle memory. I should have worded that better. Um, basically, the ability to do like really strictly timed inputs very quickly. Any sort of bug or technique or whatever you think is hard in Tony Hawk, I'm just gonna say play a fighting game and have fun doing that shit. So like, by the time I was finding some stuff in THPS, I was already playing fighting games a little bit. So because of them, it made it like easier to do things, right? Like, for example, what was it called, boost planning or whatever in Underground 1? You would have to like do a trick and wall ride at the same time, right? You'd get the trick within the wall ride, and then you could just get as many wally plants or whatever that you could, like, you could get as many as you could hold a trick for, right, in the animation.
That's how it worked. Yeah. You just smash the shit out of like up an X or
Yeah,
something.
stuff like that is not supposed to be easy to do, but if you like played fighting games at all, it's like way easier because you have to do way more complicated inputs in a fighting game. Or like say if you speed run single player games, the timings for like some of those glitches of skips they do, and like their stored inputs, which is basically what a BHRA is, doing some of those things. If you played games like that, you can do all this stuff in Tony Hawk like way easier for sure. And actually, on that like note, you know what's messed up? Here's like a funny side story. So again, was that called Wally or Wall Boost? I don't remember what it's called.
Boost plants?
Is it called Boost Plants? Okay, so
Like the
Boost
Thug one
Plants,
style
right?
boost plant.
So Thug One Boost Plants. I think the first person to make it popular was it was someone that was, it wasn't Seamus. Was it someone named Samus or something?
Sama?
Oh, it was yeah, it was Sama. Sama was made that popular, right?
Hmm?
So everyone thought that person found that, which that's fine, right? So before I4, like literally a week or two before I4, I had found out how to do that, right? like on purpose too. I could just do it over and over. I was like, wait, what the fuck is this? But again, I was young and really stupid. I didn't go to the forum much. I had my friend Crux observe me. I was like, does anyone know what this is? And I did it. And the person Crux told me like, oh yeah, if people already know about that and do that. I was like, oh okay. So I didn't use it in I4, but I knew this was like a thing. And apparently no one knew what it was for like years after. So I guess I'm a little fucking mad that I didn't just like do that in I4. That would have blown people's minds, wouldn't it? If I just busted out a boost plant in freaking I4.
Yeah, it probably would have been something. Sure.
I definitely, since I never really made too many videos, people never actually got to see me at my prime / some of the stuff I found before anyone else. It's kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, like, who really cares? It's Tony Hawk.
Fair. Got one from Ghost. Would anyone ever be able to convince you to just do 1 or 2 transfers again? Would you ever play this game again for any reason?
It'd be hard to convince me to play this again, but like a transfer or 2, maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't rule that out, yeah. But probably not.
But you wouldn't come on and play like 10 hours a week.
Oh hell no! I have to play fighting games now. Like it's not just like it's not entirely a hobby because I'm definitely making money from it at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's just. It's not that I use all my free time on it. I don't actually play them too much, but I already have a lot of things I have to do. Like I live with the person I'm dating, which you just heard them. I have to like practice for tournaments because reasons, right? I have my own stream, which I haven't streamed in a little bit now, but that's still a thing. So it's not even like, it doesn't feel like it'd be a valuable expenditure of time for me to play Tony Hawk at this point at all.
Yeah.
Especially given that the other hobbies are literally sending me checks from Twitch or tournaments sending me giving me money, sending me PayPal, giving me fucking checks for like doing well. Right, like, why would I play Tony Hawk over that? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, and you gotta pay the bills too, I suppose. Got one from Freddie. Any memories of competing against both Gonzo and KSK in the Thug and Thug 2 finals of I4?
So one, I thought the judging was bad actually.
Oh.
Like I thought I at least beat KSK, but it'd be like that sometimes. Actually KSK would say the same thing, I'm pretty sure, but whatever. Beside that, what I remember is by that point of I4, I didn't know how I was even that far because I was taking a break. And by that, I mean I was like very much playing SOCOM 24/7 instead of playing Tony Hawk. So I was like going to class, coming home, and playing SOCOM instead of, freaking practicing for I4 or whatever the hell. So I honestly, my memories, I don't even know how I got that far. And then my other memories, how the fuck did KSK beat me in that tournament? Yeah, beside that, like, not really. I know people like think of it as like this special tournament. It was, but like, I don't know. I'm like really weird and an outlier. So.
Got another follow-up from Nevada since you were talking about and all that other stuff. Would you ever consider finishing the documentation on those niche / unused / undiscovered techniques?
I could. There's actually one on my YouTube.
Okay.
I'm not sure if people ever did, and it wasn't even a Thug Pro one. It was some. Actually, have I played Thug Pro much? I don't even think I have. It was something on Thug 2 PC where I combined a sticker slap glitch with a kink, and you know what? Let me find it right now because I could get it off my YouTube. Let me find this. this is one of the things. I don't even think I see people do this in recent videos.
You got someone calling you out. They want to 1v1 you in whatever unnamed fighting game you're talking about.
I mean, I'll do it. You're gonna lose though. Like, yeah, if you're fine with losing, I'm cool with that. That's sure. It'll be fun for you.
Yeah.
Look, like with fighting games, I like literally can compete with the best in the world in the game I'm playing in. So like, truthfully, no one random could actually beat me. Like some of the best players in the world can't actually beat me right now. So
Yeah, you said what it was. It was the BlazBlue game, right?
yeah, it was Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. It's you can like, okay, you could look up Evo 2019 base. I think on you. Actually, let's see. Evo 2019 BB tag base. Will this pop up? Yeah. Like literally, the first video that pops up is me versus this Japanese player in top 8. That tournament got broadcasted on ESPN. ESPN Esports or whatever their fucking stupid 30-minute show is on their off-brand channel. Let me find this THPS video. Yeah. They are for sure. Oh wow. I'm like trying to find this Thug 2 thing, and I'm finding like techniques in THPS 5 that I never made a video for that like look insane. Hold up.
What's the YouTube channel name so these people up?
It's Take the Space.
Oh yeah, you still have that. All right.
Yeah, it's the same one. Never changed. Some of these videos are unlisted though, but I can link them.
That'd work too. Paste them right in the Twitch chat.
I actually have like techniques in THPS 5. Why the fuck did I bother finding this?
Because you hate yourself.
Clearly, I hate myself for finding this.
Yeah, you're gonna link them and then unlist them if you have the ones for like weird oddball techniques. Paste them in Twitch chat. Like you send it to me right in Discord. And I'll paste it on.
I found the THPS HD one. I'm trying to find the Thug 2 one though. What the fuck? What? You know what? All right, let me do it the easy way since I don't remember the file name. Let me just rows per page 50. Let me go to the last page on my YouTube.
Page 50. 50
Look, I
videos?
have a lot of unlisted fighting game sets. That's how like I learn. Like I watch or I'll play someone really good and then I'll rewatch it myself. Let's see. 350 of 400 right now. I'm gonna find this soon.
Yeah.
I just need to get past the game I'm currently playing and the videos, or like it'll get a little bit easier to sort.
If anyone else has any questions, that'll be the time to do it because we'll probably end the stream. Base finds companies.
Yeah, like please shoot questions at me while I'm like finding this. I just found KSK TH4 Vid 2 preview on my YouTube unlisted. Let's see, THPS 5 videos. Faye and I were supposed to make a video on THPS 5. Because I had crazy techniques in that game, but Fate hated the game so much that it just it didn't happen. Oh my god, how many fighting game videos do I have? Jesus Christ.
You remember the number of threads?
I'm at like the video number right now is 950. Like actually.
Wow.
Come on, where is this video? Oh. There it is.
Incoming.
Okay. Figure that technique out and have fun with that.
Alright, we'll copy and paste it right in here, and then they can look at it. I'll watch it later for sure. Oh wait, hold on. Hello. I can't seem to like copy and paste. There we go. We got kind of a dark question for you here, Base.
Okay. What's the question?
The question is, so at this point, this is from Nevada, do you think pursuing improv is an entirely pointless and irrelevant hobby?
It depends what you define as irrelevant, right? Like, that's dependent on the person in question. I mean, if you have fun doing it, there's like, just do it, right? If you have fun doing it, there's no reason not to just do it.
Do you think there's any benefits outside of the game to doing improv?
At this point, oh hell no. The game's like not in like popular eye, so to speak.
Right, but do you think just for like, for me, I might just hop on just to unwind through the day, right? Like if I have a long day, I'll just pop on and just chill out because the day was long, and it's like a meditative type thing.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not just playing fighting games because we're making money. I like them like a lot. That's why I played them in the first place.
I got one more, and then we'll end this here. Another one from Freddie. Any overlapping similarities between the fighting game community and the THPS community at its peak?
Not really. People like act and talk differently. I'd also say they're like, nah, yeah, it's not really. There's some THPS players that moved on to fighting games though.
Yeah. Sure.
Like I know some people like Skater George played fighting games at some point. I think Andy did too. Fate definitely did. He played with me and just got his ass busted. Yeah, not really. There's not really overlap. I think oh my god. Yo, look at this clip. Like, what am I doing in this? Like, what is this?
I'm just copying and pasting every link you send me to Twitch chat.
No, I know, but I'm telling
Okay,
you, look
all
at
right.
this one.
Which one should I watch? The last one you just sent?
The very last one. Like, what is this?
Stupid EHPS 5 thing. Okay. Yeah.
Like, why?
Wouldn't you think that would have been easy to work out? Like, something that obvious? I don't know. Yeah. That game was a shit show. Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even know. But yeah, there's not really overlap. Not in any way I can think of. However, the creativity it takes to be good at Tony Hawk would make you like have an advantage in fighting games if you ever play them.
Oh, there you go.
For sure. And if you did play them, your like hand coordination will be better with Tony Hawk after playing them. For sure. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to add since it's the end of the podcast here? You had wanted to say or close it out?
I
mean,
is there anything to say at this point? I'm thinking
covered a lot for sure.
KSK's girlfriend is literally telling me to fucking out them about something. I'll just let KSK do that whenever. I don't think I have anything to say.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, again, thanks for doing this. I know Tony Hawk's not exactly something you care about too much anymore, but thought it would be really cool to have one of the previous top players of all time to have on the podcast?
I literally just got a DM.
Okay.
both of KSK's girlfriends. Excuse you, I am getting shit talked. Not only by the person I'm living with, but KSK's girlfriends are now shit talking me. This is
They're not asking a question or anything, though?
nope.
Okay. Just shit talking.
They're just both saying to out KSK.
Right. Hey, I think I'm going to end it here. I got to do a few things around the house before the wife gets home. Just like perfect time. It's about how long I thought I was going to go. But again,
legit quote, say she's a girl. That's a 1-for-1 quote I just got. Do it, nerd. This is a DM log right now. Anyway,
yeah.
That's a good way to end this podcast.
There you go. Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.